Hello? Hello? Epic fam! There we go. I don't know what happened there. That was weird. What's up, Epic family? So I want to drop a couple updates. So last night at the end of the stream, I said that the next stream would be on Thursday. However, I didn't realize that the majority of our Epic family wasn't there. So just giving you all an update. No stream tonight, well, except for this one. But there will be a stream tomorrow night, and I'm going to tell you all exactly what the new schedule is going to be. Plus, I'm going to talk a little bit about some shirts. The schedule. The schedule from now on for November, for the foreseeable future, will be Mondays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, 6 p.m. Eastern. And that's for the Epic fam. That's for the YouTube streams. And then Mondays and Thursdays at 9 p.m. Eastern will be the Epic Researchers Patreon stream. So for all the Epic Researchers, it'll be at 9 p.m. Now, of course, throughout the week, there will be different research updates for the Epic Researchers, but the schedule will be Monday and Thursdays at 9 p.m. Eastern for the Patreon, and then Mondays, Thursdays, and Saturdays at 6 p.m. Eastern for YouTube here. Also, Epic 10 Club members, the shirts are in, so I'll be getting you all your shirts as soon as I get everyone's addresses and everything. I'll get them sent out. They're absolutely awesome. And I finally got my batch of the red Epic shirts. You can get these at teespring.com/epicfam1. I think that's the right URL. But yeah, just wanted to give you all a quick update. I thought for sure some people would join. Is there no one here? Big shout out to everyone who came out last night for the Halloween event. That was crazy. That was awesome. That was absolutely incredible. Absolutely amazing. Okay, yeah. Here we go. But yeah, guys, so that is the update. I'm sending out this link to a couple people in case anyone has any questions. What's up, Mickey D? Yeah, normally I go at 6. It's an hour later, so I can understand why people wouldn't be showing up right now. I do want to leave this running a little longer just in case people have questions. Mickey, I'm glad you're here. So I was going over the schedule and the new shirts that have dropped. From now on, it'll be Mondays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, 6 p.m. Eastern. And that'll be the public YouTube schedule. And then Mondays and Thursdays, 9 p.m. Eastern for the Patreon. What's up? There's everybody. What's up, Tim? Tim, check it out, man. Boom. They're in. They are in. So yeah, guys. This month, I'll be doing a lot of on-location stuff, too. So that's going to make it to where there's going to be different announcements on different days other than Monday, Thursday, and Saturday. So be on the lookout for that as well. But I wanted to give you all that update. Also, if you find any evidence throughout the stream last night, I ask you to timestamp it in the comments of that stream. It's like almost 7 hours. So timestamps are going to be very valuable on that stream, and we caught a lot of amazing evidence. So it always warms my heart when I see a timestamp with some evidence. So thank you guys for that. All right, I'm gonna go for about 2 more minutes or so, and then I'll close this stream out. But I think the schedule announcement will help everybody. I think Mondays, Thursdays, and Saturdays is ideal for what we're doing here, and then Mondays and Thursdays for the researchers. Of course, researchers, there will be random streams and stuff throughout the days and throughout the weeks. A lot of this month is going to be going over our research sessions from October because we made a lot of contact and we got a lot of information from the other side that needs to be reviewed and it needs to be gone over in detail, especially regarding the magnets and the contact with Tesla that we made. We definitely need to review that a couple of times. What's up, Lori K? Check it out. guys. It's actual like gold ink. I don't know if you can, not like, you know what I mean. It's like gold reflective. I love it. I absolutely love it. But yeah, so at some point this month, I'm trying to do the lunatic asylum again, trying to get into some penitentiaries, reformatories, trying to get the old jailhouse, just a lot of locations I want to knock out, because in December, a lot of places shut down, and it's going to be all office sessions like in December and January. What's up, Marianne? What's up, Swordon Studios? What's up, Swordon? I like that. It's a good name for some studio action. But yeah, so those that just joined, okay, there we go. There's a bunch. What's up, Mary? Guys, just going over the schedule. This will be a really terrible video to rewatch, but for the live stream, it's what it's all about. Guys, this, if you haven't noticed, this platform, my Epic platform, is built on live streaming, and it's because I love you guys. Like, I love the Epic family. I love our Epic researchers, and the live stream is a way that we can connect in real time as opposed to produce videos. I know that more produced videos need to be a thing, and that is going to be happening over the next few months. That's why the schedule change is occurring, is that way we can actually put out produced content, you know, higher quality content, but nonetheless still live streaming every Monday, Thursday, and Saturday at 6 p.m. Eastern. What's up, Cookie Bites? So yeah, that's the plan, guys. I think it's going to make a more well-rounded channel for us. It's going to make the research more focused, with more intent. It's going to give us time to build each session, to build each live stream. What's up, Danny? And then for the Epic researchers, of course, Monday and Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern, plus updates throughout the week. Yeah, guys, the 10 Club shirts, I love it. I absolutely love it. This was one of the things you got for being one of the first 10 people to become an Epic researcher and join the Epic Patreon. So these shirts will be on their way. Peace. But yeah, love you guys. That's the only update I had. Do y'all have any questions about anything, about the schedule? Are we clear on the future schedule for November? And last night, like, I should have made a post saying that there wouldn't be a stream till tomorrow, but Brown Coat Bob. What's up, Brown Coat? Tim, that's a great question. What days are you going to have the gateway sessions? So that'll be Monday, Thursday, and Saturday. So those will all be gateway days. And there will be different things we're going to be doing for each one. And then on Mondays and Thursdays for the research streams, we'll be doing the light sessions, you know, crossing spirits over after the public stream, and then doing our research after that. Also, guys, there's going to be a lot of on-location stuff that might not always be on Monday, Thursday, Saturday. So I highly suggest, if you're not already, checking out the Epic Investigates Paranormal Facebook group. That's where a lot of the updates are. There's also Twitter, Instagram, those things as well. But the Facebook group has the most interaction out of all the social platforms currently. Yes, I still want to do the call-in show on Saturday, where people actually call in. We've gotten good results with that. I think we've gotten better results than not calling in. I'll say that. It's because, especially when like Todd called in, there's just a handful of times. When Olwen called in, during the second call-in show, when Olwen called in, and we were at that farmhouse, and her son Richard came through like clear, and he was answering questions back to back. I don't know. I think the call-in show allows it to where if there's a spirit with you, that spirit can then communicate through the gateway, through the phone, being able to see it and hear it, and having a connection into the room. So I think the call-in show is very important. I think it's something that we have to continue, at least to document and research. It's just absolutely amazing. Ellie. What's up, Ellie? I can't believe I've been calling you Aaliyah the whole time. Ellie, I'm glad you're here. Laura Rodriguez. What's up, Laura? So guys, again, the new schedule, Mondays, Thursdays, and Saturdays at 6 p.m. Eastern here on the Epic YouTube channel. And then for the Epic researchers, there will be a stream Mondays and Thursdays at 9 p.m. Eastern. And then the Epic researchers will get random streams throughout the week and throughout the month. And then this month, I'm trying to book as many on-location places as possible, because in December and January, a lot of those places they'd stop booking until February, March, April. So we got to get it all in this month as much as possible. Also, for booking, it's a lot less crowded because the holidays are coming up, Thanksgiving. Love the call-in show. Yeah, the call-in show, I love it. It's awesome. Also, this month, oh yeah, this is a big announcement. I'm going to be doing a lot of Facebook live streams on the Epic Facebook page. Reason being is because with Facebook, you can reach more people more quickly than with YouTube. I like the YouTube platform way better than Facebook, but Facebook has different things in place to where you can reach people who would watch your content and be a part of what you're doing more easily. With YouTube, it's a marathon. It's you just got to keep trucking, keep going, and hope that people find you. With Facebook, you can make sure that your stream or your video content is put in front of the people that you want to see it. So this month, there will be a handful of exclusive Facebook streams, and I'll keep you all up to date on that. At no point will I make it to where just one day is all Facebook. Eventually, we'll do maybe 2 hours on Facebook and then switch it over to YouTube. Maybe even remember, we were doing the dual streams for a while, Facebook and YouTube at the same time. Might do something like that, especially since I have 2 internet connections here. That might be something we can do. What's up, Zara? What's up, Owen? I don't think I said hey to you, Owen. Angela Atwood. Guys, if you have any questions, throw them on here. Tim, there's no research stream tonight. It is going to be Mondays and Thursdays. I do need to get everyone's addresses, though, and I'll be focusing on that. So I can, the Tin Club, I need to get the Tin Club members' addresses so I can get these shirts out. Also, to everyone who just joined, I know you've probably seen the link and you've seen everyone post with their epic shirts. This is what they look like. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. I can't wait to be repping this, guys. I know it looks like it just says Epic. You know what I mean? Epic Investigates. But it represents a lot of the paranormal research, a lot of the effort, a lot of the hard work that we've been putting in for connecting with spirits on the other side. We've really been connecting at a much deeper level than I thought possible, and bringing through our family members, our loved ones, and our friends on the other side. Being able to directly connect with somebody specifically, that's powerful. And guys, I think the only reason it works is because of you all. I highly doubt that if just one of us were sitting down, reaching out to someone, especially someone we've never met before and don't know, I don't think we'd be able to get through. But because all of us are focusing on bringing through a person, we're able to get them to come through. I don't know. It's just absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. And these shirts represent that. So I love it. Brown Coat Bob, you love the hoodie? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Angela, love the shirt. Love the Epic 10 shirts, Tim. Hell yeah. Paranormal Playground's got the hoodie. Shawnish, Mondays and Thursdays. That's right. Mondays and Thursdays and Saturdays at 6 p.m. Eastern. And then the research streams are Mondays and Thursdays, 9 p.m. Eastern. Y'all are awesome. Tim says, where do you leave the address? Just message it to me or email it to me, either Facebook or Gmail. I'll get it sent out. Siri, what's up, Siri? Tin Club shirts are in. And these shirts, guys, it turned out better than I thought it would. Just seeing it, boom, and seeing your all's pictures. When I first made them, when you make a t-shirt, it's hard to tell until someone's wearing it. And then Lori sent me a picture of her with her hoodie, and I was like, oh, damn, that looks good. A handful of y'all have sent me pictures, and they look amazing. Y'all look great. The Epic works with you guys so well. I love it. Absolutely love it. Yeah, I'm not doing part of the reason I'm not doing the live streams every day this month is because I was going twice a day last month, and it was really pushing on some burnout doing that. But this is going to allow us to produce videos that actually have like the captions, editing, cutting out the long parts. That's going to be nice, especially for people who are new to the Epic platform. Also going to be doing some on-location events that I need to plan for, research for, and going to be doing Facebook live streams as well, which are going to require promotion, ahead of time type of schedules. So that is why we're making the change. Mondays, Thursdays, Saturdays, 6 p.m. Eastern, gateway sessions. So every time I live stream, you know there's a chance that we're going to contact the spirit world, because there's always going to be a gateway session. So Mondays, Thursdays, Saturday. Dave, you said you needed a shirt. The link, let me double check this so I'm not giving out the wrong link. But the link is teespring.com/epicfam1. Yeah. And that's where the red ones are. The red ones are available now. Let's see. The promotion hasn't expired yet on them because I haven't released a new shirt yet. But I'm going to let you all pick the next design. So until the next shirt comes out, there'll still be the discount on the shirts for right now. Which I've got them marked like way lower than Teespring wants to mark them. But I'm not raising them until we come up with that next shirt design, which I've got a couple that I want to share with you all and let you all pick the next design, and we can take it from there. Mondays, Thursdays, Saturdays, 6 p.m. Eastern. Shaunish, you got it. You got it. Paranormal Playground asks, can you live stream those types of videos? That's actually a great question. I would like to do that. I would like to live stream the produced videos, because it would be, we could all watch them together and talk about them and chat about them. That is something that can be done, absolutely. Zara, we do need to talk about the collaboration. I would love to do that. Absolutely love to do that. Yeah, guys, the t-shirts are really good quality. Absolutely love the shirts. Hell yeah. Shaunish says, I like purple. Do have to get some purple in on the Epic shirts. That would be nice. That'd be very nice. I kind of like purple a little bit as well. That's right, guys. 10% of all the proceeds for the shirts does go to St. Jude's Children's Hospital. I've got a handful of different things where I donate to St. Jude's Children's Hospital, and like, it's just, whenever you see like children sick, it's like one of the hardest things in the world, and being sick as a child, it like really makes you realize that life isn't all butterflies and roses, and we can all chip in and help out, especially with kids that are sick. Like, anytime, it's hard when kids are sick, or animals, or anything that just has that like innocence. That's hard shit to deal with. What's up, Am Clark 77? Egg shirts. Oh my god, we gotta make egg shirts. That'd be amazing. And it says "Stay Epic" at the bottom or on the top, and it's just like a picture of the egg. That'd be absolutely amazing. Tim, I got the ring, both these rings. I got them at Goodwill. I got super lucky. There was like 3 of them, and I got them at Goodwill. I snatched them all up. I would like to buy more of these rings. I got one on the spirit box, the copper crystal gold spirit box. Yeah, well, I say child, it was more like a teenager, but who is my greatest influence? I don't know. The Woe shirt. Guys, I don't know if you all have seen the Woe shirt yet. Here, I'll pull it up. See what y'all think. I'm thinking something like this for the next design. There should be like 10 more O's in there though, right? Like, whoa! So I'm thinking something like that for the next shirt design. Either that or the back of the original shirt design on the front, you know, with the Archangel Michael sigil. maybe something like that as well. Come on. There we go. So yeah, I think the Woe shirt might be next. The Woe shirt, and then maybe the Sigil shirt. Guys, there is a shirt that I'm working on that I think you all will really, really like. It's a shirt that's going to be dedicated to the Epic family, the Epic researchers. It's going to be dedicated to you all. And so I'm working on that one. That one's going to take some time to create. However, it's going to be well worth it. It's going to be absolutely worth it. What's up, Bonnie? Hey, Christy. Guys, thanks again for the Epic Halloween adventure. That was an amazing investigation. Some of the craziest stuff happened. There were long periods of time where, there wasn't any major activity, but when the activity happened, it was huge. It was very strong waves that come in and then recede back out for a while, and then boom. There's been a lot of visual evidence captured at that farmhouse, a whole lot of visual evidence. That meme's awesome. I don't know if Simon Cowell would let me use his face on a shirt. But we could just make our own face for it and use that saying. Children of the Egg. Oh my God. Children of the Egg. Chris Mix World says, heck yes it was. Guys, last night's Halloween investigation was lit. It was awesome. It was absolutely awesome. And I can't thank you guys enough for being a part of it. On location, whenever I'm on location with you guys, there's a new energy, it feels like unlimited, untapped potential, And so it's easy to go 7-8 hours straight investigating when I got you guys with me and when I'm on location. So Children of the Egg, I think would be awesome. I think that'd be awesome. Egg. It'd have to be a colorful shirt too. And then Children of the Egg at the bottom. I think that'd be badass. Guys, the P.O. box. Oh my God. So I had the P.O. box. Everything, I paid for it. It's working fine. 2 months in, they decide that P.O. box isn't supposed to be used by anybody. So they take my name off of it. And they don't tell me. They don't tell me. And then your all stuff gets sent back. And that's how I find out. I go in and they didn't even believe me that P.O. Box 4055 was my P.O. box until I showed them that I had the key that opened it. So we had to go up 2 managers, and they eventually, the person that runs the P.O. box systems or whatever, they got in touch with them, and they were like, well, let's do this. Let's let him keep that P.O. box, put his name back on it, and then at the end of November, at the end of this month, when he has to renew, have him put in the system manually that it's his box. So right now, it's literally just a temporary fix where they've got my name on the box, which it should have been the whole time. But come at the end of this month, there's going to be a whole nother debacle with trying to get my name into the system. And guys, this happened. I figured this out as a lot of weird stuff happened. So the P.O. box issue, phone taking pictures on its own, me not taking them, that feeling we got at the Low Hotel, our actions were being reported or something weird, just a lot of weird stuff happening back to back to back to back. Especially after starting the Epic researchers and doing the research sessions with Tesla, a lot of really weird stuff, and that P.O. box stuff it was weird. It was weird. But guys, it should be fine now. P.O. Box 4055. So Eric Connor, P.O. Box 4055, Lexington, Kentucky 40504. What was the question? Oh yeah, that's right. Guys, my birthday is November 9th. That's been the last thing on my mind this year. But we've got to do a celebration stream. Oh, check it out. It's a Thursday. It's a Thursday. That's awesome. That means that I'll be streaming anyways. What's up, Ghost Town? J Stone 76 Ghost Town. So yeah, guys, my birthday just happens to be on a day we're live streaming. How awesome is that? November 9th. That's badass. We'll celebrate with the spirits. I'll try and book us a location or something. That way we can do that. With an egg waving? What are you talking about? Yeah, definite Scorpio. P.O. Box is 4055. Chuck E. Cheese. Guys, actually, you know what? The zip code, when I went to ask them about the situation, I gave them the zip code and they acted unsure of it. I've received things before using P.O. Box 4055, Lexington, Kentucky 40504. Let me double check something real quick. I'm going to double check something. Yeah, guys, the erasers is a real thing. Or we've experienced what could only be described as the erasers. Does that mean they're for sure real? No, but it fits the things that have happened with us have fit the bill. Okay, guys, check it out. Zip code, I don't know how we received stuff to begin with, but it says the zip code for P.O. Box 4055 is actually 40544. Thank you, Siri. I've got to build some more boxes. Got to build some more equipment. Alright, guys, hold off on sending anything tonight. During tomorrow's live stream, yeah, it says the P.O. Box is supposed to be 40544 for the zip code. But guys, I've received numerous things using 40504 as the zip code for the P.O. Box. So I don't know what the hell's going on here. Alicia, the gateway session, the spirit box session is tomorrow night, 6 p.m. Eastern. What's up, Marie? I like that name. What's up, Michelle? So guys, everyone who just joined, Espo, yeah, like Espo sent me something before with the zip code being 40504, and it's gone through fine. Absolutely. So I'll figure it out tomorrow and see what this zip code's supposed to be. It's saying 40544 here on the interwebs. But yeah, I'll ask them tomorrow and see what the actual zip code's supposed to be. What's up, RJ Gonzalez? But yeah, guys, new schedule: Mondays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, 6 p.m. Eastern. That will be Spirit Gateway sessions. Monday, Thursday, Saturday, 6 p.m. Eastern. We'll be doing the live Spirit Box, Spirit Gateway, SLS, EVP, thermal, all of it. Yeah, same P.O. Box number, 4055. I was able to manage to keep that number. Alicia, you said you don't get off till 7. Well, if Thursday isn't good, we do Mondays and Saturdays as well. And we usually go past 7. So if you got off work and was able to throw it up on your phone, we'll be there and we can reach out for you. I'd love to reach out for you. Do you keep... The phone keeps flashing black. It's really weird. And for the Epic researchers, every Monday and Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern, we'll be doing an Epic research stream. Alright guys, I'm going to close it out here. Unless y'all have any more questions. Guys, the P.O. Box thing is tripping me out. Like, I'll figure it out tomorrow and see what's going down. It says 40544. It's supposed to be the zip code on it. The Patreon schedule is every Monday and Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern. But the Epic Patreons get different updates throughout the week and throughout the month, that, especially on location. Like, for instance, yesterday, I cleared the house. Because when I arrived, I was the only one there. And so clearing the house is where you go through each room, each closet, each door, and make sure there's no one in the house. And I did that live for the Epic researchers on the Epic Patreon page. And it was really cool. We got tons of EVPs, which was awesome. But we got the scare of our lives there. Oh, my God. So we opened this closet door, and there was this thing standing there with a mask on, and we all died. We all shit. It was just like boom. It was right there. But guys, like, for moments like that, if you want to be a little more involved, if you want to become an Epic researcher, if you want to knock things over constantly, become an Epic researcher. But no, we have a lot of fun and we get a lot of work done. We do work hard for connecting with the spirit world. We're figuring out who we're connecting with. We're figuring out how to connect clearer, better, more consistently. It's hard work that we love and that we're passionate about. But yeah, if you want access to the live research streams, then just check out patreon.com/epicfam. All the information is there, the goals, the different tiers you can sign up for. Am Clark, you're having some tech issues. Guys, that's something I've noticed in the live streams. And people always say the same thing, like they only experience the tech issues in the Epic live streams. And as an investigator, you know there's no such thing as coincidences. So keep that in mind. Dave says, I like knocking things over. Then it's perfect, man. It's perfect fit. How did you get the idea to build the gateway? Browncoat Bob. The first inkling of the idea was when I first got a spirit box as a Christmas present like 3 years ago. As you all know, I was a musician for many years. I'm still a musician, just not active like I was. But I had a guitar, pedal board, and an amp. I had all the stuff set up in my room so that way I could sit on the edge of my bed and write songs and write riffs and just riff it up. After I got the spirit box, I was in the room doing a session, and I looked down at my pedal board, and I'm like, So, got an adapter, plugged the spirit box through the pedal board into the amp, And guys, I have the recording of the first session that happened in. And I was like, can you show me how to use this? And the dude goes, easy. Or it was like, can you show me how to do this? And he goes like, of course. And I was like, is it hard? And he was like, easy. It's so amazing. Like, as soon as I plugged it through the pedal board, this dude just starts talking. He just starts straight talking to me. And so there's a lot of like, guys, I was an offline investigator for years. I've been an online investigator for under a year. The majority of all the Class A evidence, all the shadow figures, all the full-bodied apparitions, all the stuff that everyone wants to see, the majority of it is offline. The majority of paranormal investigators never post anything. They don't have a Facebook page. They might, on their personal page, you might see where they're going to events or doing stuff, but the majority of investigators don't post their stuff online at all. And there's a lot of reasons. First, dealing with an online community that you don't know is scary, especially when you know they're going to critique or criticize what you're doing. It just dropped stream. Are y'all still seeing me? But yeah, there's a lot of reasons why the majority of investigators are offline, and a lot of people, they do it solely because they enjoy it and they don't care about like furthering the field or sharing research with everybody or figuring stuff out. They just like to ghost hunt, and I don't blame them. That's absolutely fine. For the first few years I did this, I didn't post a thing, but I still have the recordings of that stuff. And when I was first starting to make contact, it's so weird because like when you're new to it, everything is like exciting and fresh. And when I plugged that spirit box through that pedal board and that guy just started talking to me, just listening to it now, years later, after having much more experience, I'm still like, whoa. But yeah, I need to dig some of that stuff up and make like an old school, old epic evidence, the beginnings of epic. That'd be awesome. Yeah, Patreon streams are Monday and Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern. YouTube doesn't support y'all. Is the stream running? Laura, thank you for being here. Guys, today and yesterday have been very tough, but you guys make it so much better. Oh yeah, that's right. Paranormal Playground asked if I've ever had a premonition dream. I don't think I have. I've had very weird dreams, but I don't think I've had a premonition dream. Alicia, you see me fine? Hell yeah. Guys, it's weird. I swear there's something weird going on with all the electronics, all the stuff connected to the research. There's weird things. Eric, do you ever sleep? Sometimes. Sometimes I do. I like Eric playing the piano. Guys, piano is the most beautiful instrument. I absolutely love it. I do wish I played it more. I wish I played more often. Angie, do you have a question? Play a little music, Eric, please. I don't have any instruments in here. I can play some YouTube. I could DJ some YouTube real quick. Alright, guys, I'm trying to catch up through the chat. Actually, what am I doing? I've got to... Guys, I get plenty of sleep. I get lots of sleep. I get at least 6 hours. Marco asked, do you use rechargeable batteries? Hell yeah. I use the rechargeable 9 volts, AAAs, AA's. I use the EBL brand. They have huge milliamp hour capacity. They do work really well for the first half of their battery life, and then they just nosedive. But it saved me a considerable amount of money, especially when I was burning through 9 volts and AAAs. Now, thankfully, I just use like AAAs for everything, but caramel ice cream vape juice, Chris Mix World. That sounds awesome. Yeah, let us know how it is. That sounds delicious. Cookie Bites, you're seeing something black too? I'm seeing something black flash on the screen. Like right there. It just happened. What Wi-Fi am I connected to? Guys, that's something I thought about doing. Is I do have the ability and the equipment to where I could make my own music for the produced videos, like the background music, the intro and outro music. I've got plenty, little air guitar. I got plenty of stuff to where I could do it. It would just take more time. And right now I've been focusing all my time on live streaming, on research, on sessions. But I have thought about that before as well. You're all seeing the black flashes too? That's so weird. That creeps me out. Here. Well, no, we're already this far in, so. I was going to say I can switch Wi-Fis because I don't think this Wi-Fi is connected. Guys, I used almost half of my entire month's allotment of data last night. Like, I don't know what I was thinking. So I've got 44 gigabytes. 44 gigabytes I can use per month, like while traveling, and I've used 19 already. Whoa, it went down. Now it says 18 and a half. That's weird. The gigabyte usage went down, which I don't think is possible. But oh wait. No, we're good. Paranormal Playground. Thank you, Paranormal Playground. Crimson Angel asks, what software do you use? I use Mixcraft. And Mixcraft is free, but you can also pay for it, which is what I did. And I loved it so much that I went and got the Pro version, which has additional things that you can use. So I love Mixcraft. Absolutely love it. Yeah, guys, it's like the stream's blinking, like it's got eyes. Oh, Browncoat Bob asked, Eric, are you going to investigate your mom's house again? Absolutely. And actually, that'd be a really good December stream because a lot of other places will be closed, and I'll be there in December. Yeah, everyone's seen the black flashes? I wonder what would happen if we slow down the video to like 1 frame per second and see what happens during the black flash. Have you ever made contact with a spirit who's trying to get a message to someone, and were you able to ever track them down? So, Alicia, there was one time where there was this potentially demonic entity, this definitely nasty dark entity, who wanted me to contact a specific reverend or pastor in Oregon. And there's, unless there's an identifiable reason for a spirit to want me to contact someone, probably not going to do it. But I will if, let's say someone comes through and they're like, their name's Bob Smith, and they're trying to contact their daughter, Leslie Smith, and tell them that they love them or miss them or something, then I would find the Leslie Smith and play them the clip. Absolutely, that'd be awesome. But I haven't done anything like that yet. Haley's Crazy Daddy. I love that username too. That's awesome. I like it a lot. It was a good changeover. Cookie Bites, I do have unlimited data. Unlimited on AT&T is 20 gigabytes per month, and then it goes to super slow speeds that you can't stream on. So keep that in mind, guys. If you have AT&T and you switch to the unlimited plan, the first 22 gigabytes are high speed, and then everything after that's not. I have 2 unlimited data plans on AT&T, and that's how I get the 44 gigabytes a month. Shaunish says that's nuts. What the spirit want? They were just messing with me. It was Nick. He was just straight up messing with me, seeing if he could get me to do things. And this was before I was aware of what all dark entities could do through the gateway, through the spirit boxes. So, guys, even though Nick is a nasty entity, he's taught me a lot about the spirit gateway, spirit boxes, spirit interaction, and what not to do, and why you don't invite just any spirit into your house. Oh yeah, Angie. 10 Club shirts are here. Absolutely love them. They're so awesome. Let me just stretch it out a bunch of different ways, and maybe you'll see it, like if I do it like this, maybe, or like that. Yeah, yep. Love it. Do you ever try listening to Spirit Box sessions in reverse, even though you have it so only clear words come through? Marco, there have been instances before where I've reversed EVP recordings and it's been clear messages, which is amazing. And then back in the day, before I started using reverse technology, I would reverse it and find, messages. But because I use reverse functionality on the gateway, which reverses the entire signal chain, if I then reverse it in post-production, it makes it to where we open it up to the possibility of radio contamination and interference, because that's the way the signal would have came through if it were interference. So that's one of the reasons I've held off from doing any reversal of the gateway sessions, because the audio is already reversed. Alicia, I don't use Sage before using a spirit box. I usually use it afterwards if something dark has come through. Tim asks, why not use the cellular one by Unlimited? Part of the reason I'm using AT&T is because they service the majority of all rural areas. Far out in the country, you can get AT&T signal. Verizon currently doesn't service a lot of the rural areas. In Kentucky specifically, there's a lot of places that there's only AT&T. So AT&T is by far the best option for paranormal investigating, because a lot of the places are in small towns where AT&T has the strongest signal. So AT&T, let's work on getting me a deal. Epic lab codes. Yeah, so Crimson Angel says, when you get your paranormal research lab, you're going to need epic lab coats. That is very true. They're going to be badass. Maybe they should be all like red or purple or something. Black lab coats. Oh my god. Let's say epic in like red or something. It'd be awesome. What does sage smell like? I think sage smells magical, but I know lots of people that say it smells like BO or it smells terrible. I think it smells magical. What's up with the moon tonight? I think we're cloudy here. Yeah, we got a little bit of cloud coverage. Browncoat Bob says, it has a sagey smell to it, Tim. What's the biggest conspiracy in your mind right now? That there's some group of feds watching our epic research? But then again, I mean, that's not a conspiracy. The feds are monitoring everything we do. Maybe not monitoring, but recording and storing all of this. Our streams, our interactions, everything we talk to each other about is being recorded and put in their massive Utah database. That database is just like out of a movie. I'm also like really big on the whole, like something took a picture, 2 pictures on my phone that I didn't take. Just kind of freaked me out a little bit. Guys, very easily one of you all could be the feds, could be a part of the Epic family, being on the inside of this research. But that's a risk we have to take. If we didn't take it, we wouldn't know. If we didn't take it, we wouldn't be able to find the answers we're looking for. Oh, yeah. 333 Kingdom, that's right. We got that response that said, "Shall I engage them?" That was creepy. Did you all see Sword On Studios post just there? Did anyone read it? That's amazing. Mouse Girl, that's a great question. Sorry, Mouse Girl, I will answer your question right now. I'm putting the Patreon link in here. Thank you, Paranormal Playground. So, Mouse Girl says that she asked David to come find me, Eric Connor, from Lexington, Kentucky, and for a session, and we believe that we made contact. So she's asking how do I think that works? I think that what happens is the spirit doesn't have to travel. That when you all are engaging in the session with me in these live sessions, I think the spirit can come through because there's a direct link into the room, into the office, right here, right now. And when you all type, what your all's energy goes into the words, into the characters, and then back out here on my side. I think spirit energy can flow on that. I think spirit energy can come through. I think whenever this live stream is close enough to the gateway device and the equipment, they can manipulate it. Even, let me put it this way. Even if Mouse Girl had only watched a video that occurred in the office, just by the spirit seeing the office, I think the spirit can travel to it in some form or fashion, whether it be electronically, mentally, spiritually, not sure, but I think that's how we're able to make contact. Browncoat Bob said, "Lol, Tim does have a Fedsy air about him." Maybe you have a white Fed van by you, Eric. Oh, God. Don't be joking about this Fed stuff, guys. It's probably more true than we think. Guys, they're like, I could really build out the conspiracy a lot. I'm not going to think about it, though. I'm not going to think about it. Marco said, favorite movie, food. See, those are tough questions. Angie's unable to get back on? That's terrible. All right, favorite food. I really don't know. I've been on a big chicken kick lately. Like anything chicken. It's been really good. I really like tuna and seafood, but you're only supposed to eat it twice a week, which, because of the mercury levels, which makes me think that you're probably not even supposed to eat it that much. Guys, food is tough. I think coffee. Coffee is probably my favorite food. And favorite movie, I have no idea. I have no idea. I don't know. I'm so like, I'd say like the movie I've probably watched the most my entire life, even though I probably haven't watched it in over a decade, is The Matrix. When I was a kid, I was obsessed with The Matrix, and that probably messed my mind up pretty bad. But Sword On says, I have a date tomorrow with a model, and I'm not good looking. Think she's a Fed? Well, there was a case back in the 90s that proved that all models are Feds. So, yeah, I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding. No, I think you're a badass, and just be cautious of any Fed-like actions that she may take. However, if you're a badass, it doesn't matter how you look. If you're a badass, you look hot, even if you're not hot. You get what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to be hot to appear hot to people. You just got to be a badass. And Sword On, it sounds like you're a badass, so it sounds like it's going to work out. Who's my favorite YouTuber? I don't know if I have a favorite. I don't know. I do like Gary V. He's cool. I like Omar Gosh. I like watching him because of the way he does his videos. Oh yeah, Andrew from Proving Demons. I like him. There's this guy named Crimson Angel, I think. Maybe his name's Dave. No, I love Dave. Dave's awesome. I'm trying to think of what when it's on here. Let me click to the main of YouTube and I'll tell you. Oh yeah, Secure Team. Tyler from Secure Team. I like the way he does his videos. I want to start doing videos like him. But yeah, there's a lot. All right, let me get back through the chat here. Yeah, Daphne, we're live right now. Yeah, guys. I might have to build the conspiracy. Ellie, yeah, we're still yapping. Oh yeah, G Team. I love the G Team. I'd love to work with them, guys. If you're in good with the G Team, or if you'd like to see me work with the G Team, then just leave them a comment or send them a message. Be like, hey, Eric wants to work with you, and they've built their channel way bigger than mine, so I need to do something I need to provide value to them in some way, like let them use the gateway, or I don't know. I need to find a way to provide the G Team with lots of value. So if you all have any ideas. Am Clark 77 says, what's my lucky number, Eric? Well, it looks like it's 77, but that might be a disguise. You might be disguising your lucky number, so. Ella Hughes, love to the Epic family. Love you, Ella. Thank you for being here. Ooh. Mary Callahan, that's a great point. Mary Callahan says, I'd really like to see a session dedicated to challenging AI, speak their logical language to catch them. When I was at the Ross Opera House, we got that AI voice a lot. Urchi Paranormal says, do you ever think about opening the third eye? Absolutely, all the time. There was a while there where I was doing third eye meditations to try and get that going. And what's weird is like when you focus on your third eye. It's, you know, the third eye is not an actual eye, just so in case anyone watching doesn't know. It's a metaphorical eye, like a brain eye, being able to see. Oh, wow. Daphne, back in the game. Hell yeah, Daphne, what happened? I'm glad you're back. Guys, if y'all don't know, Daphne is an Epic researcher. She's part of the Epic 10 Club. She's been there all through October where we made crazy contact. Daphne, you absolutely rock. Daphne Divine at the top. Yeah, we're just chatting here. The new schedule is Mondays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, 6 p.m. Eastern for the YouTube, and then Mondays and Thursdays at 9 p.m. Eastern for the Patreon. But yeah, Daphne, you're awesome. You got the job? Nice. Congrats, Daphne. Let's throw some congrats out there for Daphne. That's awesome. Daphne, you rock. Yeah, we talked about it. I knew it would come through. That's awesome. Daphne, you're awesome. Congrats. It's so amazing. That's badass. Epic Daph. I like that. But yeah, guys, as far as the third eye goes, what it does is it raises your awareness, your situational awareness of your surroundings, of what's happening. And the more your third eye is open, the more you can actually connect with your spirit guides, and you can actually see what they want you to see. Like, if you really focus on it, your spirit guides can actually show you things visually as if you're there. And that's where it gets really cool. I've only had success with that a couple of times, but that's the thing. If you keep doing it, it will work, and you will get those crazy visuals. Oh, wow, just the facts. Throwing down the 2-0. Back at you, Daphne. Oh, man, Ken, you're awesome. Thank you, Just the Facts. Guys, Just the Facts has been here. Just the Facts is an Epic researcher as well, but has been here for a while. Back when there was 100 or so subscribers, maybe not even that, but he was one of the first few people who started emailing me with different things that he had noticed in the stream. And I just thought it was so cool that someone was into the research and the sessions like I was. And so, Just the Facts, you're awesome, man. Thank you so much. That's awesome. I love how he threw it down. Like he said, back at you. That was awesome. Mouse Girl says, Eric, do you ever do any sessions, investigations with psychics? Yes, actually, the time before last, when I was at the Ross Opera House, I actually filmed to make a video for you guys, and of course, it never got finished, it never got completed, but we were there with a psychic friend of ours, and like, I went to high school with this guy, and I didn't know he was psychic. He might not have known back then either. Oh, whoa. Paraplay with the 20. Asking for the music. I don't know about all... Oh, wow. Siri throwing down the 12. Paranormal Playground, you're amazing. Siri, you're amazing. I love the just because. That's awesome. Shout out to Paraplay, y'all. Y'all love Paraplay. Shout out to Siri. You love Siri. Also, Epic researchers. Absolutely amazing. You guys are incredible. You guys are absolutely incredible. Yes, Chris Mix World, I agree. So awesome. So awesome. Daphne says, y'all remember this game? That's absolutely amazing. Espo says, big ballers. That's Espo saying it, but I agree. I absolutely agree, Espo. You're right. Tim says, you can order pizza and beer tonight, Eric. Hell yeah. You know what's funny is there's a Domino's right down the street from the house, and so when there was a Domino's next to that hotel, it was just like, it was amazing. Guys, that was an adventure investigating that hotel. So I had the hotel room at the haunted hotel, and we turned that night into an adventure, and we got amazing evidence. We got to go out on the town to Domino's. What's up, Angela? We're chilling, chatting. The new schedule, by the way, is Mondays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, 6 p.m. Eastern. And that's for the public YouTube Epic live streams. And then Mondays and Thursdays at 9 p.m. Eastern for the Epic researchers on the Epic Patreon. What's up, In Between the Veil? Nice name. I like that name. That name is good. That name is very good. Daphne brings up a point. My birthday is November 9th, and guess what? That happens to fall on a Thursday this year, so we'll be live streaming on my birthday. How badass is that? That's going to be awesome. That's going to be absolutely awesome. Yep, birthdays are just a way to celebrate getting old. I like it, though. Imagine if we didn't celebrate birthdays. It'd be terrible. It'd be absolutely terrible. Pizza is ghost hunter fuel. I agree with that. That is a very true statement. Even though it's not the healthiest thing in the world, it is the most delicious. So, guys, that hotel was way more haunted than I thought it was going to be. I had a feeling it might have been a residual type of haunting, but it was active. It was flipping active. Guys, we got to go on more adventures. That's the thing. Is we got to go on adventures. How old am I going to be? I'm turning 19 this year. No, I'm kidding. If only. I'm turning 28, I believe. I'll have to do the math, but I think that's right. Oh, wait. So what is the correct and up-to-date P.O. box, Eric? 4055 is the correct number. However, they're telling me it's a different zip code than the one we've been using. Even though the zip code we've been using has been working, it's supposedly the wrong one. So tomorrow I need to check it out. The disembodied lady screams freaked me out. Yeah, for real. I wonder why Angie can't get back on the stream. Now get to work. Guys, when I'm doing the paranormal work, it's not even like work. It is something that I'm willing to spend all my time on, but it's because when we make that direct connection, when we bring someone's loved one through, there's nothing better that you can do in the paranormal field than help somebody. So I know it's possible to build a device that can build that data transfer line. We're going to be the team that does it. It might take the whole Epic laboratory. It might take the Epic lab to build this data transfer line, but we're going to do it. And when I say data transfer line, I mean a secure connection between the spirit world and this world, where data, information, and communications can be exchanged in such a manner that there's no question of who's on the other line, of the authenticity of the message. That's the goal, and we can do it. If we can get a handful of conversational responses to come through damn near every night in different locations across the world, then we can build this data transfer line. Like, it would change the face of humanity forever. It would, if we can build it securely with the ability to verify the data that goes back and forth. Yeah, guys, I can't believe Angie can't get back through. I wonder what's happening with her internet. See, stuff like that where different Epic researchers have their internet messed with makes me wonder. Ella Hughes says, we are all wee pups in the Epic family. That's right. Black Flash is getting bigger. Yeah, guys, what's the deal? What's the deal with the black flashes? Daphne says, what do you need to build it, Eric? Well, currently, we require more data from the other side. We don't for sure know how they're getting the messages to us. We do know that it's some form of frequency and some form of audio manipulation. And I'm not sure if it's that they exist in the frequency and pumping audio through that frequency allows them to slightly change it. Because, I mean, we have proof of them using the microphone. We have proof of them changing the microphone audio. Guys, so many military aircraft over Kentucky recently. Like, it's been an every day and night thing. And these are like big aircraft, not just like helicopters or planes. It's weird. Okay, I got behind on the questions here a little bit. Sword On, he said, how do you work the Patreon? Well, if you've become an Epic patron, when you go back to the Patreon page, if you scroll to the bottom, you'll see all the research streams. And I'm talking all of them. The reviews, the one we did with David Bowie, all the ones we did with Tesla. Mary Callahan says, can't we figure out the source of frequency? Yes, we can. And that's why... Oh, crap. That's why I'm working with stuff like this. This allows you to plug in an antenna and then plug the antenna into your computer, and you can see all the frequencies around you. You can see what has what transmitting on it. So eventually I'm going to get some type of plugins or something where we can actually zoom in on the frequencies super close and see where there's minor little movements when we ask questions. Like, let's say we ask a question and we notice in this little tiny band of frequency that every time we ask a question, there seems to be movement in this little bit of frequency. We could then determine that there is something there trying to respond to us at such and such frequency. Yeah, Peggy, oh my God, that picture that I didn't take. And you can see me in the frame. I'm all the way clear on the other side of the room. That's super, super freaky. Daphne said, you mean hardware? Is there anything you want to build that you need hardware to build? Well, currently, there is a handful of things I'm thinking of testing. But that's what it's going to require is testing. Really, I just need to build the third iteration of the gateway. I've pretty much tested out the AM/FM ambient amplification gateway. It's time to move on to the next step, which is going to encompass more timing into it. There's going to be different timing segments. So there's going to be more frequency, more gates. What? All right, guys, we're back. Restart. I'm letting y'all know it'll come back on. There's a delay since I'm using the app. Tedestrial asks, have you ever asked if the entity is a spirit or demon? Mini Ghostbox Voice has ever replied with demon. Yes, I have asked before if they are spirit or demon, and depending on who you're talking to, you get different answers. A lot of them will say they're human. Some will say something like they're an angel, a fallen angel, which means demon. And then sometimes they just think you're a demon. Something just fell over here. It is a mess, though, so... In Between the Veil says thoughts on spirit photography. Spirit photography and all visual forms of spirit encounters need to be looked into more. I'm working on a couple things on my end. I worked on the 2D spirit data projector, and the only thing we've uncovered so far is that having one of those infinity portal ITC loops in the room where you can move it around does create more activity, but it didn't help with the visual capture. So visual capture, one thing I want to look into is doubling screens. And what I mean by that is videotaping something videotaping the room. I think having those layers in between adds some type of dimension for the spirits to manipulate the visual aspect of what we're looking at and hoping to see them on. So something like that I think would help in capturing the spirit photography. There's different ways you can do spirit photography, but all of them need to be looked into more and need to be done more, and all of us need to put more into capturing the visual of spirits. I think it's very important. Daphne, as far as the hardware, I don't have any specific hardware needed right now. I don't have anything new. Like, I could always use more gateway components, especially because they stopped making them. They stopped making the gateway components constantly. Like, guys, the first rendition of the gateway, the reverse function pedal, is no longer made. So I go to a new reverse function pedal, and now it's been discontinued as well, and the price has doubled. It went from $50 to like $100. You can find some used every now and then for the $50 price, which is what it was new originally. But they keep cutting off production of essential components of the gateway. But guys, what I'd like to do is put up the components. One of the things, it's not ideal to use brand names and company names in spirit communication, because there are some people that they don't want their products being used for paranormal research. So you got to be careful with that. All right, actually, you know what? For tomorrow, or actually tonight, I can just send the list of components for the gateway device. Yeah, and the reverb function that I have on there too, they're stopping production on that. It's crazy because the alternatives that they're making to these pedals are terrible. Like, I don't get why they're cutting production unless it has something to do with something that's not supposed to be there. When are we going to do an epic ghost hunt? I'd love to do an epic ghost hunt right now. Last night was so amazing. Mary, that's possible. Someone could be buying them in bulk and then jacking the price. Yeah, guys, I can't put and that's why I was going to do a video on all the components I use for the gateway device, but not anymore. In Between the Veil, that's awesome. That's awesome. Working on spirit photography and doing tarot readings via webcam. That's awesome. Guys, I'd love to have an epic meetup. Eventually, I'd say within a year, we should be able to have an epic meetup and make it worthwhile for all of you all. That would be awesome. A Gettysburg meetup in the spring. That would be so badass. Sordon, if you just joined the Epic Patreon, I do need to add you on there. Sordon, if you can find me on Facebook, my name's Eric Connor, and it's the green profile picture where I'm making like an Aaron Goodwin style face. So find me on there. Epic Con, that'd be awesome, Mary. That'd be awesome. Epic Con. Crimson Angel says, do you get much coming through without using the gateway with regular ghost box and speaker? Yeah, like for the longest time when I investigated before I had it built out like that, whenever I'd go on location, I wouldn't use all the pedals because all my pedals were on my guitar board, or pedal board. So I just used the regular spirit box. And I found that no matter where you go, it takes a couple minutes for the spirits to get, like, I guess, into the equipment and use it. But yeah, like the Ross Opera House video on my YouTube, it's like the first video I ever uploaded. But the whole thing is done with regular spirit box. That whole investigation is done with regular spirit box. So if you haven't checked that out, the first video on this YouTube was made to be like an episode, like an actual episode. And back then I was like, I'm going to make all my videos like this, not realizing that it took me forever. Like, guys, I'm new to video editing and stuff, so it took me forever to make that video. It took me absolutely way too long. Eric, have you ever tried to reproduce any of the experiments from the skull experiments, the film stuff, or any others? Yes, actually I have. And I tried the camera filming itself via its viewfinder using mirrors, and I actually got some results with it. Nothing like they got. Like, I don't know. It makes me wonder. The spirits that I talk to have also questioned the skull experiments, but I love the skull experiments, and I know for a fact that parts of it are real. I don't know about all of it, but I know for a fact that parts of it are completely real and genuine. So, with that being said, I did attempt to replicate the camera filming its own viewfinder, and that's what I posted my findings in a video on here called Pixelation Divination, or Doorway to the Dead. The video is called Doorway to the Dead. And after about a couple hours of it filming itself, these images and faces started to form in the static, in the full spectrum static. And it's creepy. A lot of them are devilish looking faces, and then there's a guy, like a hooded figure, walking out of the doorway with a cane. It's really creepy. Chris Mix World, it's called the Skull Experiments. It's here on this channel. And there's a lot of controversy around it because there's physical mediumship involved in the skull experiments. And a lot of people have written off physical mediumship as just completely fake. And understandably so. There's been a lot of physical mediums that have been disproven, that have been proven to be frauds. But these physical mediums have never been proven as frauds. And they also had tons and tons and tons of professional witnesses, scientific witnesses, engineers, like, had them with them. The only thing that throws off the whole vibe is that they wouldn't allow night vision cameras. And they said that the infrared spectrum would affect the spirits. So there's some controversy around that. But I know for a fact that the section with the radio, the section with the EVPs, that's all 100% legit. That's all 100% legit. It's not too far-fetched to believe that the rest of it could be true. And especially with all the people they had involved, all the big names that they had involved with it. So I suggest watching the Skull Experiments. If anything, it's just a good film to watch. It's one of those like, wow kind of documentaries. So I recommend checking it out. I hope and pray that physical mediumship is a real ability. There's been tons that have been not disproven, tons that have never been labeled as frauds, and that makes it far more intriguing than any other option. The fact that there are physical mediums that have produced physical mediumship results, and it's been not proven to be fake, that's huge. The whole idea that objects can really come from another time is insane. Apports. The idea that can exist is it. And you know how, like, when you lose something and it's just gone forever, there's a good chance that it's taken by the spirit world and they're going to bring it back at some point if they want. Like, guys, the possibility is what I want you to pay attention to. The possibility. Because if the possibility's there, that's huge for our research. And that's what I always want you to pay attention to, is the possibilities. Because even if there's even if there's fraudsters or crap in the field, we can always weed through that and get to the truth, get to what we need to do our research better, more effectively, and to connect with the other side. So just keep that in mind. I haven't looked at the... Oh, yeah. Cookie Bites, are you talking about the JFK stuff? The files getting declassified? Guys, I got way behind in the chat. What's up, Teresa? Guys, it'd be I'm totally down with the epic meetup being in Gettysburg, and if we could all investigate the battlefields and the buildings around there, like, that'd be really cool. Also, guys, here's one thing I've got to get. I've got to get the mobile version of the SLS. I found one for $300, all put together. The camera, the multiple battery packs, the tripod unit, the Windows tablet, all put together for $300. I've got to get one. After last night, like, I've got to get one. I've got to be able to walk around with the SLS camera. So that's going to be my next big purchase. I'm going to do that like tonight or tomorrow or something. Like, I've got to get the mobile SLS. So that's my next big one. Yeah, there's a guy named Landon who makes them, sells and ships them for $300, so I've got to do that. Crimson Angel says more SLS action. Absolutely. Paranormal Playground. I'll get one. That would be. You don't have to do that. That's too big. That's too big. I would use the absolute hell out of it. But we've got to get the mobile SLS happening. Espo, the PO box will be officially fixed as of tomorrow. Like I said, the only thing that's holding it off right now is the zip code. Like, it's saying that it's a different zip code, so I'm going to check that tomorrow, and Espo, I'll get back to you. Marco says, would it be possible to do a 360-degree SLS? Marco, that would be badass. I know that we could do like a 270-degree SLS. Well, we could probably do a 360. It would literally be three of them put together in a triangle and then in the center of a room. That'd be badass. Mouse Girl, you said there's an old prison in Juliet, Illinois that's haunted AF. Mouse Girl, that sounds awesome. I'm actually going to make a note of that right now. Diane and Denise, is that right? What's up, twins from Florida? What do I think about the Hadron Collider? Here, let me make a note. Guys, I got behind in chat here, so let me make notes of this stuff real quick. Daphne, I was telling everyone earlier, after this stream, I'm going to get on the chat, and I'll send you all the the equipment. I don't want to say brand names over the live stream because people have been targeted from certain companies and individuals for putting out brand names of the equipment they're using for paranormal research and box building. So I'm going to keep that between the Epic researchers for now. Ellie, are you vaping up right now? Oh, Siri, I don't have the dowsing rods yet. I would love some dowsing rods. Absolutely love some dowsing rods. Paranormal Playground, I'll get with you after the stream and send that link. It'd be to the dude's account, Landon's Facebook account. Getting the P.O. box fixed. Scott Coleman asks about the apps. Guys, I always recommend using a radio because spirits exist in the frequency band like we do, but just in a different part. And I believe when you use something like radio technology, even UHF and VHF, all of that stuff, it accesses more of where they're at. So people have had, like, let me put it this way. A spirit can talk to you if it has the energy and potential through anything. Absolutely anything. It doesn't matter. You could hold up this battery pack and be like, here, drain the battery for a yes, and then don't drain it for a no. And if a spirit has the energy, they can do that. Like, I've had a spirit turn the volume on a TV down. I had a TV on a static station, and I was like, look, if you're in here, can you make the TV go off? And it brought the sound all the way down and then brought it back up of the static. So they can use anything. Haley's Crazy Daddy says the DVR recorder thing. I actually have an 8-channel DVR system, but I used to take it on investigations. It takes up so much time, and the wires are everywhere, and it looks terrible. So I'm going to set it up here at the house and have it go in and have it set to record motion. Mary Callahan asks, can you take room data during SLS, like humidity degrees, electrostatic energy, temperature? You can on the name brand SLS camera, but on the off-brand ones, like the Connect cameras, you can't. Chris Mix said the interactive investigating he thought of sounds insanely epic. Hell yeah, I can't wait to get that going. Like, that's part of the main goal of our research. Rosemary Jane, I do want to get into the Mansfield Reformatory ASAP. I'm trying to catch up on this. What's up, Bud 420? I'm glad you're here, bud. Yeah, you can get EVPs recording on your phone. Absolutely. A Native American site would be very interesting. Absolutely. Absolutely. Especially with the Native American shaman. Oh, Dangerous Curves is here. What's up, Curves? Okay, I'm caught up. So I'm going to answer the twins question now. Twins, thank you for your patience. What are your thoughts on the Hadron Collider? There's a ton of them all over the planet. And the one that gets talked about the most is CERN. Because CERN, they do all these crazy rituals and they put it out there publicly, like their opening ceremony. And guys, like, if you haven't watched the CERN ceremonies and the opening rituals and stuff, like, I highly suggest watching it. Let me put it this way. Even if they put those ceremonies on just for show or just as like a ha-ha, like, there's a reason that subconsciously they decided to do what they did. It's, guys, there's something going on at the super large hadron collider. They talk about the experiments as if they're people. The people have assistants. Like, they talk about the different, they like give them names and they talk about them as if they are a person. It's so it's so beyond creepy, guys. It's beyond creepy. It's absolutely beyond creepy. I think the Hadron Colliders are accessing different parts of different parallel universes. And I think that's what the D-Wave quantum computers are doing too, is they're accessing little bits of data from the realities right next to ours. There is a theory going around right now that explains the Mandela effect and how it's related to CERN. The theory suggests that CERN accidentally changed the weight of a proton. And by doing this, it was either a proton or an electron, but they changed the weight of a subatomic particle just slightly. But by doing that just the tiniest bit, it collapsed the reality that we're all from. It collapsed it. Now what happens is, because there's infinite realities, that means each reality is infinitely close to each other and also infinitely far apart, because it's infinite. This means that the reality closest to ours, our original reality, would be infinitely similar, but there would have to be an infinite amount of small, tiny differences for it to be different. So, what's up, Andrew? Andrew from Proving Demons is here. What up, big dog? We're talking about the potential explanation for the Mandela effect and how it relates to CERN. There's a theory right now on the internet that suggests that CERN accidentally changed the weight of a subatomic particle, causing our original reality to collapse into the next one immediately over. Now, because these realities are infinitely close together and because they're infinitely similar, we wouldn't notice anything at first. But because it's infinite, that means there's also an infinite amount of small, tiny differences. This is the current theory that I've heard that explains the Mandela effect in relation to CERN, that seems the most believable, the most possible, even though it's way far out there. In an infinite multiverse existence, it would be possible. If there truly are infinite universes all on each other, infinitely close together, that means there is a possibility that in one of them CERN has collapsed the entire universe into the next one over, which could be us. That's why there's things that are just different, things that are just slightly different. So that's my 2 cents. That's what I've heard. Yeah, if anyone hasn't heard of CERN, I highly suggest looking up the ceremonies, the absolutely mind-boggling ritualistic ceremonies they've done. It's absolutely crazy. Also, they've had different experiments there where they've brought down like lightning and just crazy shit from the sky into oh my god, dude. Like CERN is out there. CERN is absolutely out there, and there's a good chance that they're messing with something far beyond what we should be messing with currently, like where we're at in this stage of the game. But it's absolutely possible, in theory, it's possible that CERN collapsed our original reality. It's possible. There's a lot of big name scientists that don't like what they're doing with CERN, and that they have a feeling that there's a very real probability that they could end the universe, and they might have already. All right, I think I've fallen behind on the questions in the chat again. Joseph Pierre, I like that. That's positive thinking. I like that. Yeah, so twins from Florida. I'm sorry, that might have been a little long of a response, but that is the most plausible theory I've heard. The Mandela effect is very real. I mean, you cannot deny that it's not real. Now, sure, there could be an explanation for it. It could be mass amnesia. All right, sure, it could be. There's infinite realities. There are infinite possibilities. It could absolutely be. So that's mine. Cookie Bites says Harp can suck a fat one. So Harp, actually, check this out, guys. We can rent out Harp You can rent out these HARP facilities in America and do experiments. And HARP was offline for a while until they opened it up to these universities, and the universities could rent it for $5,000 an hour. How crazy is that? I think it was $5,000 an hour. But these massive antennas that shoot incredibly strong frequency into the air, you could rent it out and, do what you want. So that's cool. That's absolutely fantastic. But right, like guys, how badass would that be to use one of the HARP facilities and do a gateway session and see if we can amp up the spirit energy and see if we can connect with something using that massive amount of frequency. It'd be crazy. Yeah, guys, the Cookie Bite says, what if there's two of us but the original got killed? That would mean we'd be dead right now, but our second cells would still be here. It's a little confusion for you. Well, oh my God, yeah, that's right. The whole world would hear our session, yep. Yeah, guys, if we use the HARP facility and broadcast the whole gateway session into the atmosphere, into the ionosphere, and every radio everywhere picked it up, that'd be awesome. But yeah, guys, as far as what Cookie Bites was saying, if you're talking about the reality collapsing, we wouldn't notice a thing collapsing into the next reality. We wouldn't notice a thing at all. It'd be actually, we'd feel the same like we do now. Into the antennas would be epic, yeah. Guys, if we had the HARP facility, we could really do some serious spirit research. I'd hook my gateway to it. Yeah, I'd absolutely hook the gateway to the HARP facility. Oh, Joseph Pierre is Swordon Studios? Is that right? Can I get a confirmation? Gilbert's Paranormal. What's up, Gilbert's? Jeannie Rose. What's up, Jeannie Rose? Crimson Angel says, carefully, you're thinking like a mad scientist. I like to go by mad electrician. That's what I prefer. It's mad electrician. I don't have any kind of science degree. Thinking about getting my, you can get a doctorate in the paranormal field. You can get a PhD. I would only do it so I could be called Dr. Epic. That'd be so amazing. Yes, that's right. Okay. So Joe is Swordon. Joseph, were you able to figure out the Patreon? Guys, I don't know why I'm trying to use the phone to look through chat. I've got it literally right in front of me, right here. Yeah, guys, there's stuff that if you try to sit down and wrap your mind around, it's like eternity, for instance. If you try to think that like outside of our universe could potentially be another universe and we are just like one atom of existence, and it's easy to just think that at surface level, but really think about if you took a microscope or a telescope, a super powerful telescope, and you looked as far out as possible, eventually, after looking through infinity, you could eventually find yourself looking back at yourself through the telescope. That's not a good way of explaining it, but that is something. Cookie Bite says, well, of course not. They'd not tell us, oh yeah, guys, we at CERN killed the entire universe. Our bad. That's funny. That's funny. Yeah, guys, so let me put it this way. For the longest time, and it started back again, I used to think about where we came from. And I'm not talking about just like you and me, and I'm talking about existence itself. If you think about the materials that make up, these are all like artificial materials, but the materials that make up our existence, if you think before that, before humans, before flesh, before animals, you've got tons and tons of space debris, essentially, originally all in a very condensed form that supposedly exploded. Like, think further out than that. So before the Big Bang, this is where I get the weird like spine stuff. Before the Big Bang, there was already something else, not of this realm, not of this earth, not of this universe. Something outside of existence. Oh man. So there has to be something outside of existence, or else we couldn't be here. That means that there is a place, like I'm trying to think of how to word this. There is a place that exists where time doesn't exist, where physicality doesn't exist, but everything we know was created from that world. Trying to comprehend it from this side is damn near impossible. Source, yeah, there's things that exist faster than the speed of light. We would come from there. Things that are not physical, that can go faster than the speed of light. Like, oh, guys, it freaks me out, because we can know that place exists, but we could never comprehend it while using this brain to think. We could never comprehend it. Daphne, that would be some deep conversation. Exactly, Christmas World. It'd be like, found out where it started, and then we found out where that started, and then we found out where that started. It would go on infinitely. What's up, Liam? From New Zealand. Hell yeah, that's awesome. Liam, that's an awesome name too. I like that. Liam. Guys, quantum entanglement, I think, proves the extent of amazingness. Like, if we're in a computer simulation, then we can do things that could only be done in a computer simulation. If we're in a computer simulation, we can do whatever we want as long as we tell the programming, the coding, what we want over and over again, and put the code in there, i.e. the work, to make it happen. Quantum entanglement. I think quantum entanglement proves beyond a shadow of a doubt that there is some intelligence in the universe. There's some design that makes it to where we can be here, existing as we do. Guys, I really want to do a whole thesis on quantum entanglement and spirit communication. If we could assign a part of spirit energy to a subatomic particle or an atom, and what if we did that with HARP somehow? But if we could assign documented spirit energy to a subatomic particle in this reality, what if that's the start of the data transfer line? What I mean is, if a spirit can manipulate audio devices and cameras and show up on the SLS and move through dust clouds, and it's not too far-fetched to think that they could potentially affect a subatomic particle. And if we could get them to do that on a reliable, consistent basis, maybe that's how we make the data transfer line between the two worlds. That'd be amazing. Break on through to the other side. I see you, Paranormal Playground. Espo says, sounds dangerous. When I first started building stuff for this field, I thought about building a body that a spirit could inhabit and control with EMF fluctuations, just very slight EMF fluctuations. And what would happen is when the spirit energy enters this body, this mannequin, this super lightweight mannequin that has EMF sensors all over it, and if an EMF fluctuates a little bit here, it moves the arm like this, and if there's any EMF detected at all, it would light up the eyes red. There'd be like red lights in the eyes that light up red when there's EMF fluctuations detected. I then thought, what if spirits learned how to use this mannequin so well that they could harm people? So they figure out how to use the mannequin body, and then they attack people with it. Who's held accountable at that point? How would you serve justice to a spirit who could just leave that mannequin body at any time and then control it on a whim when they want to? And then I started realizing, like, whoa, that's why you don't give spirits bodies. Like, whoa. Something to think about, guys. Mouse Girl says, Eric, do you think spirits can come and go from the light, or once they cross over to the light, then that's it until they are reincarnated or whatever? That's a great question. If a spirit has gone to the light, it's going to be infinitely harder to make contact with them. As far as like what we do, it's so hard to reach a spirit that's crossed over. It is so hard. But it's possible. It's absolutely possible. We've done it. But it's not easy, and the connection doesn't last long because they are much further away. I have no idea how a spirit who's crossed onto the light could ever come through, but they have. Also, when spirits first cross over, they're able to come through. Like when we do a light session and a spirit says they crossed over, says they made it to the light, we can hear them for a little bit, and then it goes silent. So if they're crossed over, I believe they have to lower their vibration so much that it could be dangerous, or it might not be something that they can afford to do energy-wise and maintain a long connection. Maybe they have to just transmit a message and just send that and hope that it gets through or hope that it works. But if the spirit's here, if they're earthbound, or if they're spirits that just haven't gone to the light, then yeah, we can make contact with them because their vibration is low enough to come through the equipment no problem. Let's see. I'm trying to catch back up, guys. What if our spirits provide energy to keep another planet going? That's Mary Callahan. I've thought about that. What if we're on this planet for someone else's benefit, for a whole nother race of people's benefit? Like, what if this isn't anything that we thought? Like, there's a lot of big questions like that could actually be true. So guys, I hear y'all talking about that movie where like they think their house is haunted, but it ends up being that they're the ghosts. When I was at Trans Allegheny, it felt like we were the ghosts. And sometimes here at the office when we're doing the sessions and a group of spirits come through and they're like, hey, hello, it's us. We're a group of spirits trying to talk to you. But they think that we're the spirits. They'll be like, they'll say things like, you're a ghost. You're dead. And it's like, no, I'm not. We're here. We're doing our thing. We're epic, you know? It's very possible that when the veil's real thin, that the realities next to ours might overlap for just a split second, especially when paranormal investigating. We're opening up these frequencies where we don't exist, but yet we're transmitting messages over them. So it's absolutely possible that we're encountering other humans from some other time that think we're the ghosts. A lot of ghosts will think that, like when I go to a new location, they'll think that I'm a demon too. So demons probably appear as people to spirits who are lost, which would make sense. caught between evil and good, absolutely. I haven't read the Book of Enoch. I have listened to it a little bit, and it is absolutely. I've listened to the first good amount of it, and the Book of Enoch is mind blowing. That's something I highly suggest everyone looking into the Book of Enoch. It should have, in my opinion, it should have made it into the Bible, but that's just my opinion. Some people feel that it's just crazy stories, but I like it. I like what I've heard so far. And it could explain hauntings to a T. Like if it's all demons, or if there are demons that are trying to get human spirits, the Book of Enoch could explain where they came from. So Alicia asks, if someone's able to cross over to the light or through the light, wherever it is they're going, where exactly do you think they go? Here's the difference. We can put spirits, as humans, we can put spirits into the light by providing our own light for them, by providing energy, protection. But we can't make them go to the light without them deciding to go. They have to make the choice. They have to turn to God, whichever God they believe in, but they have to turn to God. They have to forgive themselves, and they have to go to the light. We can protect them with our light, but as soon as we're done, they're no longer protected. I believe they go to where they believe they should go. And the majority of spirits in this country, anyways, or the ones that I've interacted with, believe in some type of God. Like, whether the religion is different or not, the God in most religions is the same. In any one God religion, they're mostly the same God. So that's what I believe. If a spirit can make the decision to go to the light, they go to the afterlife, that the most basic version of it that they believe is where they would go. Personally, I wasn't religious at all until I started I was like spiritual, believed in a sentient universe, but I didn't believe wholeheartedly in the Christian religion until I started doing the paranormal, and I saw the effects that religion has on dark entities, and I saw the effects that religion has on spirits who are needing to cross over. It made me a full believer. I'm 100% Christian. Now, you don't have to be religious at all to enjoy Epic Research or the Epic channel or be a part of the Epic family. I'm just letting you know my views. It is like a lot of people in the field say they're not religious at all, and like some people think that this field is anti-religion, and that's the furthest thing from the truth. It's the absolute furthest thing from the truth. Yeah, I fell way behind on the chat here. Yeah, and there's researchers and Epic family members that are spiritual and not religious. And it's because to do the paranormal, you have to be in touch with your spiritual side at least a little bit. At least a little bit. Because that's what the paranormal is. It's literally getting in touch with the spirit world. And if you're not in tune with your spiritual self, it could go very bad. It can go very bad. But I highly recommend, no matter what religious or spiritual belief it is, I highly recommend delving into some type of spirituality, whether it be through meditation or prayers or some type of like pagan or Wiccan thing. Like, no matter what it is, do what feels right to your spirit, to your soul, because that's what you should be doing. let me put it this way. It would be much harder to be in the paranormal field without some type of spirituality. What's up, Cher Cougar? Shawnish, exactly. Like that's exactly. That's perfect. I think ultimately when it comes down to it, a lot of people, like, I was raised around the Christian religion to believe in God and heaven and hell, but I was never forced to believe any of it. I was never forced to go to church or anything like that. And I eventually came around to it because of what I experienced. And it's what you experience that's going to make you believe the strongest. And so whatever lines up with your experiences, with your soul, with your spirituality, that's what I suggest going with. Teresa says, I'm sure we all have a purpose in life. We do. And it's a self-divine purpose, and it's a purpose that we believe in. Whether we believe it is destiny or fate, or whether we believe that it is something we're meant to work on, no matter what, we do. We all have purpose. In between the veil, I like that. I like that. Guys, I'm going to close it out here. I've got to feed my girls. As you all know, I've got 2 wiener dogs named Lucy and Lola. I love them to death, and it's 9 minutes past dinner time. They're at the door waiting on me. They are waiting. But I love you guys. If you're thinking about becoming an epic researcher, I highly recommend checking it out. Patreon.com/epicfam. And then if you want to rep your epic family, then here's how you rep right here. teespring.com/epicfam1. The sale price is still up because I haven't posted the new shirts yet. So you all saw the new shirt design. The new shirt's coming soon. I'm going to post a couple for you to choose from, but just know the new shirt is going up soon. But this one, if you want to rep your epic family, represent what we work so hard for, teespring.com/epicfam1. Absolutely love you guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of it. The new schedule. Mondays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, 6 p.m. Eastern. So Monday, Thursday, Saturday, 6 p.m. Eastern. That's the public live streams. And then for the Patreon, for the epic researchers, we're going to do at least Monday and Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern. Monday, Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern. Love you guys. Stay tuned. Stay awesome. Stay epic. See you at the next stream tomorrow night, 6 p.m. Eastern. Full gateway session. Love you guys. This is awesome. This is absolutely awesome. You guys are awesome. You guys make this awesome. Love you guys.